Hey everyone, my name's David and welcome back to the Restyle File, where we talk all things reselling. Today I have a what sold video for you guys for my sales from February the 26th through today, March the 4th, and we're just going to go over what sold this week. If you're new to this channel, I want to say welcome. We're happy to have you. And on this channel, I discuss my side hustle, which is reselling on various applications such as Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and eBay. If you're interested in getting started in that as well, then I definitely recommend that you subscribe and hit the bell icon, that way you're notified every week when I upload a video. I try to provide insight on what's currently selling for me, and also what I pay for items, where I'm sourcing, to try to give you guys an inside look on what you can do, or if you are in thrift stores, what you should be picking up. These are fantastic videos for that. I would also greatly appreciate it if you could comment, like, and share this video with anyone that you think may be into reselling content. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this week, starting with Sunday the 26th. So my first sale was on Poshmark, and it was an ASOS design oversized white poplin pockets shirt, size extra small. It sold for $25. After Poshmark's fees, I received $20. Now, I'm going to take the entire amount as profit because this came from my personal collection. I wore it myself a couple of times, but never really gravitated towards it very much, so that's why I ended up listing it. So my total profit on that sale is $20. ASOS is a fast fashion brand, kind of similar to H&M, also Boohoo Man or Boohoo, Fashion Nova, Shein, all those which are very, very saturated on the internet. I don't necessarily recommend buying these for the purpose of reselling them, just because they're already pretty cheap to begin with. So unless it's a very desirable item and you've done your research, I don't typically recommend picking it up. The only reason I have it in my store is because I wore it myself a couple of times. And even nowadays, I try not to buy that as much, just because it's not quality clothing, and I am trying to be a little more conscious about keeping clothing that is higher quality and is a little bit more versatile. The next item that sold was an Eileen Fisher silk crepe pull-on gray ankle length pants size large. They sold for $45, and that was a flip sale. Flip is a Google Chrome extension that is completely free, and it shares your Poshmark closet, and it's also a great cross-listing tool for other applications like eBay and Mercari. And what Flip does is that it sends an offer for a percentage that you determine, along with a shipping discount to a liker after a certain amount of time, which you also figure out when you're setting up your Flip account. I'm very thankful to it because it helps to automate a lot of processes that are usually very time consuming and annoying. So after Poshmark's fees, I received $33.98. I paid about $3 for these pants on a half-off day at the Salvation Army thrift store. So my total profit is $30.98. I love Eileen Fisher. I especially love picking up pieces that are linen or silk. The only issue I've run into sometimes with Eileen Fisher is having a lot of difficulty finding a model photo, just because their styles are very similar. They tend to just sort of repeat what they do. There's a million different types of silk pants that are pull-on style and are loose and baggy. So sometimes it's a little difficult to find a model photo, in which case you either have to slap it on a mannequin or just put it on the ground and try to make it look as nice as possible. I think these sat for a bit just because the pictures weren't terribly appealing, but they did eventually sell for a good amount. The next day we're talking about is Monday the 27th. I had 2 Poshmark sales. The first sale, you'll remember this from a prior video. It's a Naked and Famous denim stacked guy black selvage jeans size 31. They sold for $80. After Poshmark's fees, I received $64. So I paid about $8 for these jeans at Goodwill, so my total profit is $56. Y'all may recall in a prior video that I mentioned that these had previously sold to another buyer, but that they then sent me a message asking a lot of questions, and I ultimately offered, hey, if you're not 100% sure about this purchase, do you want me to cancel it? And they ultimately did. And at the time I was pretty bummed about it. But it appears to have been a blessing in disguise because they sold for $80. So I'm making more money this time around. And I actually already got the notification that they already received the jeans and they gave me a 5-star review. So I am happy to finally move those out and for a fantastic price. I love picking up salvage denim. It sells well because it's high quality denim. In terms of how quickly it sells, it can vary, but whenever it does sell, it'll usually be for a good price. The next item to sell was a Lululemon Think Fast pullover in size 6. It sold for $35. After Poshmark's fees, I received $28, and I paid about $5 for this at a Salvation Army thrift store, so my total profit is $23. Women's Lululemon for me is kind of a mixed bag. Sometimes it moves very quickly, sometimes it takes a while. I'm glad this moved before the end of the spring/winter season. Next is Tuesday the 28th. So I had 2 Poshmark sales, including 1 bundle and 1 eBay sale. So the first sale on Poshmark was an INC International Concepts black slim fit paisley jacquard satin vest size small. It sold for $16. That was an offer sent by FLYP. So after Poshmark's fees, I received $12.80. This actually came from my personal closet. I wore this myself a couple of times and just felt like it was kind of dated, so I didn't want to wear it anymore. So I listed it, and it sold fairly quickly. So I will take that $12.80 as full profit since I wore it myself multiple times. I don't even remember when I bought it or what I would pay for it. And it was pretty interesting because I even had one person commenting on the vest asking if I could please hold on to it until Thursday so that they could then purchase it. When people comment asking you to save an item, I'm always on the fence just because I've been burned before where I did separate an item and then when the day came, they just ghosted me. So this time, especially considering how cheap it was, I didn't even bother to respond. I just marked the comment as spam, and it sold the very next day to somebody else. So do you happen to have any kind of strategy when it comes to people asking you to separate items? Because it appears to happen to a lot of people. If so, comment below. Let me know. And the next sale on Poshmark was a bundle, and it was a bundle of 5 items. So the items that sold were a vintage Levi's silver tab oversized moto jacket, a vintage Union Made bell-sleeved Southwestern Aztec hooded jacket, a Maxau holographic cheetah print skirt size 8, a vintage metallic floral velvet mini dress size 7/8, I think that's juniors, and a Madewell wrap front maxi dress in French floral size 6. The buyer had liked multiple items in my closet. I think she liked about 15 different things. And so I sent her a message after adding one item to a bundle and I said, hey, I'm willing to make you a great offer if you'd like to tell me which items in particular you'd be interested in. And that tends to be a little bit hit and miss. Some people completely ignore it, which is fine. But this buyer did respond saying that she was very interested and that she was going to select some items. So when she selected the items, I sent her the offer and she took it. So the bundle sold for $190 with free shipping. After Poshmark's fees, I received $144.03. I paid about $35 for all the items in total, so my profit was $109.03. I don't know why recently there appears to be an uptick in bundles, but I am here for it. It's incredible. I love selling a bundle. The next item to sell was on eBay, and it was a LuLaRoe little black knee length poly blend Amelia fit and flare dress size extra large. It sold for $18. After Poshmark's fees, I received $14.40. And we're actually going to account for that as full profit. The reason being, this dress was basically free. If y'all recall that H&M Margiela belt jacket that I purchased a couple of weeks ago that I mentioned in my useless footage, I paid a pretty penny for those. But a way that I saved some money on that jacket was by bundling 2 other items because the seller had a discount in their store where if you buy 3 items together, you get a 10% discount. The jacket that I purchased was quite a few $100s. So just by bundling the cheapest items in her closet, I was able to get a savings of about $150. Is it morally underhanded to do that? I would say not necessarily, just because you should be aware of what your cheapest items are and what kind of discounts you're running in your store. But the seller didn't seem to have any issue with it. They sent me a really nice card and they wrapped it really beautifully. But in that sense, the dress was basically free, since I didn't really pay anything for it, since I saved so much money on my total purchase. So my total profit is $14.40. I usually never pick up LuLaRoe, but I have heard that some people do okay with it. I actually saw this exact same dress yesterday at a Goodwill in a size small, and I was like, should I pick it up? But nah. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some more research on it. I feel like whenever I look at LuLaRoe online, it's never selling for more than like $20 or $22 or something like that. So maybe it doesn't make sense at the price point that I'm usually at when I go to thrift stores, but for others, maybe it does. If you sell LuLaRoe and it works really well for you, let me know what your strategy is down in the comments. Now, as incredible as that bundle was, and usually whenever my tone of voice comes here and I slow my roll, you know what's coming. Not just one $0 day, Wednesday, but 2 $0 days, Thursday. Moving right along. So Friday, I had 2 Poshmark sales on the 3rd. So the first Poshmark sale was a Peruvian Connection Ariana dress size large. It sold for $55. That was an offer sent to me. And after Poshmark's fees, I received $44. I paid $8 for this dress at Goodwill, so my profit was $36. I had heard that Peruvian Connection was a bolo, and this dress is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful dress. And it looks like it would be so flattering on a lot of different body types. I don't know why it seemed to take so long to sell. I think perhaps maybe I had it priced too high. These dresses are expensive retail, and this was a really nice dress. I received a couple of offers before for like $20 and $22 or $25, and I rejected all those just because I kind of wanted to hold out on this one. And it did eventually sell for a good price, but I will definitely think about it a lot more thoroughly next time before I pick up this label. The next item to sell on Friday was a Johnny Was 3J Workshop Peasant Tunic Blouse size extra small. It sold for $54, and that was a flip sale. So after Poshmark's fees, I received $41.18. I paid about $25 for this item in the boutique section of a Goodwill, so my total profit was $16.18. This was a very good lesson to me about picking up Johnny Was. Usually I feel like picking up Johnny Was is a no-brainer, just because it's a very highly covetable brand and it usually sells very well. But I will definitely be thinking twice next time before picking up simple blouses like this or peasant blouses, especially when they are on the smaller side, like a extra small. Just because it sat forever and it really didn't have any attention until this sale. Something else very useful to know about Johnny Was is their subsidiary brands. So there's Johnny Was, there's Biya, B-I-Y-A. There's also 3J Workshop, which is also Johnny Was. There's JWLA. There's also Peter and Greta, I think is another one. But there are several different labels beneath the Johnny Was umbrella. And from what I've seen, they all sell pretty well. But you definitely want to be vigilant because it doesn't appear thrift stores are 100% on all of the labels. Johnny Was, they will usually stick in the boutique section, but I have seen several times where they put 3J Workshop or Bia out on the floor. So taking into consideration my lackluster performance on Wednesday and Thursday, on Saturday I knew that I had to do something. So I ran a sale on my Poshmark closet for 30% off with reduced shipping, and that definitely jump-started a bunch of sales. So on Saturday, the 4th, I had one eBay sale and I had 7 Poshmark sales. The first item to sell on Poshmark was a Kate Spade neon leopard print skirt size 6. It sold for $31. After Poshmark's fees, I received $22.78. I paid about $5 for this at Goodwill, so my total profit was $17.78. The next item to sell was a Judy Blue Destroyed Patch Blue Jeans size 14W. They sold for $31 as well. After Poshmark's fees, I received $22.78. I paid about $7 for these at Goodwill, so my total profit was $15.78. The next item to sell was a tie-dye orange-brown quilted jacket size medium. It sold for $22. After Poshmark's fees, I received $15.58. And that item was from my personal closet. I did wear it multiple times, so I will take the $15.58 as complete profit. Another item from my personal closet was an orange/black reversible scuba fabric vest. It sold for $13. After Poshmark's fees, I received $10.05. And since it's from my personal closet, I will take the $10.05 as pure profit. Remember like a year ago or 2 years ago when scuba fabric things were super in fashion and everywhere you looked it was scuba? You know that band Hoobastank? Well, I was a scuba skank just because I wanted everything scuba. I wanted my shirts scuba, my hoodies scuba, my pants scuba, my face scuba. Everything scuba. That era of fashion is kind of over. I don't really see it as much, and I've already sold all of my scuba things, except for a couple of key pieces. What a time. The next item to sell was a Sophia Italian Silk Blend Gray Ombre one-shoulder maxi dress. It sold for $42. After Poshmark's fees, I received $31.58. And I paid about $5 for this at a Salvation Army thrift store on a half-off day, so my total profit was $26.58. I actually have like 2 other exact same copies of this dress because for some reason this Sophia label had a bunch of dresses there at the Salvation Army thrift store, and I kind of thought it would be cool to have multiples of one item so I could finally use that multiple feature on the listing, but they do have a couple of runs and things like that, which of course I made sure to notify in my listing, so I haven't listed the other 2, but I'm glad to see that one of them has sold. The next item to sell was an H&M black sleeveless jacket and matching pleated pants new with tags. It sold for $70, and after Poshmark's fees, I received $56. I paid $10 for this at a Goodwill, so my total profit was $46. So they had it in the boutique section, it was new with tags, and it was a vest and some matching pants. It was really cool, it was very minimalist. I initially bought it for myself, but I never wore it, so I listed it, and it finally sold. I actually have the exact same item in brown as well, matching vest and pants. So we'll see if that eventually sells as well. The next item to sell was a Talbot's Houndstooth plaid double-breasted blazer size 2. It sold for $25. After Poshmark's fees, I received $20, and I paid $5 for this on a half-off day at the Salvation Army thrift store, so my total profit is $15. I had heard on some other channels that Talbot's blazers and outerwear can do well, and so I kind of wanted to dip my foot into it, but I made a crucial error in buying a very small size. I think Talbot's actually does do vanity sizing, so I don't think this is a true size 2. But I should have taken note to probably purchase sizes 8 and above, or larges and extra larges, because I don't think Talbot's smaller size tends to do well. This one definitely sat for a bit and had 0 interest, So when I got an offer for 25, I said, I'm out. Take it. I'm good. We'll definitely be mindful of that for future reference. And the last sale we're talking about is on eBay. It was a MNMLLA, minimal, but that's how they spell the label. A Cuban collar satin short sleeve navy polka dot shirt, new with tags, size large. It sold for $20. If eBay were to take 20% from my sale, I would receive $16, and I paid about $2 for this item at a family thrift center outlet, so my total profit was $14. I listed this item probably about a month ago, so I'm satisfied to see it sell. I don't typically pick up this brand just because it doesn't seem to cost that much retail to begin with. It also seems like a fast fashion label, so happy to see it go. Now it's time for us to summarize our week. So on Poshmark, my total revenue was $718. After Poshmark's fees, I received $566.76. My cost of goods sold for the items that sold on Poshmark was $116, so my total profit is $450.76. The next platform is eBay. On eBay, I sold 2 items for a total of $38. After eBay's proposed fees of 20%, if they were to take that, I would be left with $30.40. The cost of goods sold for the items that sold on eBay was $2, since one of them I purchased at a family thrift center outlet, and the other was basically free since I was only purchasing it as part of a discount. So my total profit on eBay was $28.40. Unfortunately this week, usually Mercari and Depop at least have one item sell, but none this week. So we'll see if they make an appearance the following week. But let's discuss our grand totals. So total revenue for Poshmark and eBay is $756. After the fees for Poshmark and also eBay, I receive about $597.16. Taking into account the cost of goods sold for the items that sold this week, it's about $118. So my total profit for the week is $479.16. I feel like I sold a lot less items this week than I usually do just because it's been a while since I've had 2 days in a row of no sales, but this is still a pretty decent number to end the week at. I'll take it. I think something that would really help my side hustle out is sort of developing a sales strategy in terms of if an item hasn't moved in a month or 2 months or 3 months, being a little bit more consistent with sending out offers and perhaps taking further reductions, perhaps starting with, if it doesn't sell in a month, at 20%, then after another month 30, 40, 50, so on and so forth. I think that could potentially help me with moving a lot of stale inventory as well. Do you have any strategies when it comes to running sales or how to get your inventory consistently moving? If so, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Now, something else I'm very excited about this week is I do have a new video coming out on Wednesday about the RealReal. And in the video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm going to be sending in. I tend to send items in bunches. So whenever I accumulate about 15 to 20 or 25 items, I'll go ahead and send them in. So this Wednesday, I will have a video uploaded of a ship with me for items that I'll be sending into the RealReal. For them to review, accept, deny, I'll let you guys know how it goes. But if you've ever been curious about selling on the RealReal or how to incorporate them into your reselling business, make sure to stay tuned for that. I want to thank you so much for taking a look at my video. Please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon, that way you're notified every week when I upload a video. And also comment, like, and share this video with anyone else that you think may be interested in reselling content. I really appreciate your views and your engagement. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a stupendous sales week, and I'll see you in the next one. Man, I really don't have anything today. This is what I'm drinking. Sparkling water. My body is like 99% sparkling water. I don't drink regular water. Ugh, gross. The sparkling water, delicious. It's helped me kick soda, and these are from one of our local grocery stores in Texas, HEB, and they are mango flavored, and they also have caffeine for my late night videos. By the way, if you want to know why I film videos late at night, I'll give you a little bit of insight in my real video on Wednesday. Be sure to stay tuned. With that, I'm signing off. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!